An abandoned kingdom and an unforgiving river with a mystery running through it. The woman at the heart of the case, the one they call the kayak killer, walks out of prison on a sunny afternoon 4 days before Christmas, 2017. Angelika Graswald had been charged with the murder of her fiance, Vince Viafore.
She pulled the plug on her fiance's kayak and then watched him drown in the Hudson River.
Facing a possible life sentence until she was suddenly set free.
Angelika Graswald is out of prison tonight after serving just over 2.5 years behind bars.
Viafore's outraged family says it's not right.
4 years for taking someone's life? No way.
Smile if you want. It's okay. You can smile. Come on, walk with me.
Outside New York's Bedford Hills Correctional Facility, freedom and the media are waiting.
We're not going to take any questions.
Her release sparking headlines. Although for now, Angelika lets her attorney, Rich Portali, do the talking.
She's grateful for this day. She's grateful to be able to breathe in the fresh air and walk in the fresh air.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth.
We first met Angelika in 2015 in the Orange County, New York jail, when she didn't know if she would ever again see the outside world. Tonight, we have a new interview under very different circumstances, with questions she is only now free to answer.
Why didn't you go right over to him and
I
let
couldn't
him?
reach him.
Why not?
You all right? Here's the good news. You're free.
2020 was there as Angelika gets out of prison and tries to revive her interrupted life. Driving away from prison, she reconnects with her younger sister back in Latvia.
Чао, Писька, как ты? Ну что, ну только что вышли, мы сейчас флешки везде. Ну ладно, ну все это уже прошло.
While she was locked up, she became an aunt.
I love babies.
They're so beautiful.
Angelika enjoys her first taste of freedom with friends.
How does it taste? Delicious. Definitely better than jail food.
She borrows a guitar, strumming a Metallica song. The tune is called Nothing Else Matters. An appropriate anthem for someone who just escaped a second-degree murder charge. Angelika's odyssey begins more than 2 years earlier when she and Vince embark on an ill-advised adventure. Not quite up the creek without a paddle, but close enough. The Hudson River snakes 315 miles from the peaks of the Adirondacks all the way down to New York Harbor. Just before you reach the city, though, hidden between Storm King Mountain and Breakneck Ridge, you may spy a half-forgotten place known as Bannerman's Island, a deserted island crowned by the tumble-down ruins of a castle.
I love that place, yeah.
Why do you love it so much?
The history, it's just beautiful. Have you ever been?
I have.
I just love it.
Angelika Graswald, a native of Latvia living in Poughkeepsie, New York, was drawn to the strange magic of the place, captivated by its eerie charm.
You wouldn't expect a place like that in New York, you know, with a castle. Who expects a castle here? I come from Europe. There's castles all over the place there, but here it's surreal.
Felt like a little bit of home maybe for you.
Yeah, somewhat.
If the island was Angelika's castle, Vince Viafore was her knight. They shared a love of the outdoors and kayaking, which she says they'd done together about a dozen times.
We both loved the river. We both loved being on water.
What is it about it that's so alluring to you?
Being down to the earth, down to the water. Good for pictures, good for sunsets.
Vince's mother, Mary Ann, says Vince loved a good time.
He's the guy who was the life of the party. He had these dance moves that everybody would get around him and cheer him on.
What an awesome guy.
Why do you think the two of you clicked?
We had a lot in common.
Beautiful guys.
He was just like me, very open, friendly.
Here we go.
Risk taker, he was adventurous. He liked living on the edge.
Both had been married twice before, but Angelika and Vince were ready to take the plunge again.
We were gonna go to my country and get married on the Baltic Sea.
On the beach.
Yeah.
Why there?
Why not? Because my family wouldn't come here, and I wanted them to be there. And we also wanted to go to Bannerman's Island and take pictures there with the castle in the backdrop.
For your wedding?
I love that place, yeah.
And then one Sunday afternoon in April 2015, as traffic cameras confirm, they set off in Vince's white Jeep for an adventure, their first time kayaking to Bannerman's Island.
So it was his idea to go there that day?
Well, we both wanted to go.
You both wanted to go to Bannerman's Island?
Yes.
It was a bad idea. Experts say their kayaks were wrong for the river, more suited for a lake or a pond. The water was cold, just 48 bone-chilling degrees. And then there was the forecast.
Do you remember what the weather was like specifically that day?
It was a little cold, but it was, you know, it didn't look dangerous or anything.
According to the local news, a storm was brewing.
Clouds will be increasing later this afternoon into tonight, and then showers develop before dawn.
Angelika says, as usual, Vince didn't wear a life jacket that day, but she says he insisted she put one on. After a few beers and a couple hours taking pictures on the island, the sun is low. They hurry for their kayaks and head back across the Hudson. But Angelika says the river is rough, swamping Vince's kayak and pitching him into the water, dark and killing cold. Angelika says Vince yells at her to call 911.
But I don't see him. Oh my God.
Can you see the kayak still?
No, the kayak went underwater. Oh my God.
All right, we've got a boat in the water already heading down to you, okay?
Okay. The water is very cold. I'm afraid he... Oh my God.
What made it so serious was the time of the year.
Jeff Shack, in charge at a nearby yacht club, helped coordinate rescue efforts.
It was April, and it was cold out.
Where's the river at?
I need him to be rescued.
Okay, where did you guys go into the river?
The boat is coming towards me right now.
Angelika's 911 call ends abruptly. Somehow, at that moment, she too capsized and went into the deadly cold water.
Where did you guys go in at? Angelika.
A rescue boat quickly plucks Angelika from the river.
What condition was she in?
She was obviously cold, wet, frantic.
But Vince had simply disappeared on that dark April night, swallowed by the river he loved.
It changes your whole world. Of course, you hope that he made it to shore or he was unconscious somewhere.
Whatever happened to Vince, police quickly begin to suspect it may not have been an accident.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.